to see you all. Snoot City here again. Back with another episode. Let's go. Daytime. The weather here is absolutely freezing. And, well, we're flying during the day because of that. Very cold. We don't want to ice up. We also want to avoid any snow. We're gonna do a little bit of Iowa flying today. However, in the near future, and we are going to begin planning for, we have a trip. We are going to attempt to battle this squall system, if you will, because we need to make it to Arizona. We need to make it to Phoenix. That's right. Not on this episode. We need to make some money right now, especially before a dangerous flight. We already owe money for the Piper. Time to pay the Piper. We need to pay Iowa City back for their crashed Piper. We are again in the 152 Cessna. So looking straight out, it's looking like we're gonna be taking off. Excuse me. We're most likely gonna be taking off runway tree 1. Let's ring up. Well, first off, it's extremely cold. Let's get the plane booted up. Lights. Camera in action. Oh, goodness gracious. It appears that our parking brake is not keeping us in. Perhaps full throttle was a bit too excited, getting a little too excited to go flying. We only need just a little bit of throttle. Okay, everything's cool, everything's good. We're alright. Yeah, today's flight's gonna take us up to Iowa City. Not that far away. Gonna be a nice daytime flight. Can't really see much there, can we? Yeah, the glare shield lighting, absolutely unnecessary. Not used to daytime flights. Something of a vampire. I do most of my night flights by night. So we'll attempt to get on up to Iowa City without getting blinded. Yeah, I think it's time to, first and foremost, it's so cold that we want to turn on our cabin heat. We are absolutely freezing. It's negative 3 degrees here, and that's without the wind chill. It's cold. Not as cold as it is up north. Give ourselves 1 degree of trim. Just one is good for me. We'll also go ahead and give ourselves some flaps. You know, no flaps. While we're sitting here, though, we are going to run the pitot heat and anti-ice just while we're sitting idling because it's so cold. You can hear because we have that anti-ice, our engine is bogging down. So let's go ahead and ring up the ATIS. What is the forecast?
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf Automated Weather Observation. 2200 Zulu. Wind, tree fife 1 at 10. Visibility, 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 9,500, few clouds at 13,200. Temperature, -20 C. Dew point, -tree 1 C. Altimeter tree 075.
Big difference of altimeter, so we'll switch off the channel. Fix our altimeter. Tree 075. Look at that. Massive difference. Freezing today. What is that? Negative 20 degrees Celsius. Yikes. It's about negative 3 degrees Fahrenheit for us Americans. Dew point. Very cold dew point. Fortunately, we're not going to have to deal with fog. The clouds are going to be way above me, too. 9,000, 13,000 feet. No clouds for me. It's a nice clear day. The time is, in local time, 4:32 p.m. That's 2200 Zulu. And the winds, most importantly, the winds are coming out of 351. So let's find a runway. Well, if they're coming out of 351, we should take off into 36. Let's locate. I was actually thinking runway tree 1. Let's locate runway tree 6. Assuming it's going to be... It is. It's the big one. Yeah, great. So we're just going to go ahead and take a right, taxi all the way down, and turn around. Let's ring it up. Yeah, we're going to announce the taxi. I think it's time.
Kilo Alpha, Whiskey Golf traffic. Smith Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree. Niner is taxiing to runway tree 6. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
So, we are going to go ahead and run some of this mixture down. When you taxi, you don't need that much mixture. Cancel the anti-ice. Even though it's going to suck, for takeoff, we're going to go ahead and turn this heat. Get rid of that. Take a look at the light situation. Landing lights are on. Taxi lights are off. We got our beacons, our bacons. Stroobs. Nav lights, the wings and the pitot heat is indeed off. And cabin lighting is off. Okay. The oil is cold. You can see it's cold. Fuel looks good. Oil pressure. Yeah. Fix our view. Look on up. We're going to go ahead and at least put our yoke back. We're going to leave this one gone just for the second, because we're going to be, once we get in the air, we will be giving ourselves some heat. It's very cold. Let's go ahead and get ourselves onto the runway. Thanks for joining Snoot Airlines, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Let's go for one more nice, easy municipal Iowa City flight. Just before we take a life or death journey across America. Iowa flying, for the most part, we can handle Iowa, except for landing. But yeah, Colorado, that was death sentence. Getting to Arizona is going to be a tough one, and we're probably going to brave the storm to do it. So yeah. Well, I guess without much further ado, yeah, Iowa City, we have permission. Let's do it. Let's taxi. Again, we don't need all this mix. But we do need enough that we don't bog down. Let's get it started again. Give ourselves some throttle. Looking good. Cut the mixture, not all the way. Let's go about 50%. There we go. The engine seems fine. Cut the parking brake. Rudder to the right so that we don't smack this little robot here. And we're moving. Keeping it a little close, but it's no big deal. Of course, you would suspect them to move it out of our way, please. No matter. We are cleared for runway tree 6, and the best way to get there is by slowing things down and taking a right here. We'll peek on over the hood. You don't want to take turns faster than about 5 knots. Get in big trouble. Okay. Well, we hope everybody is seatbelted in. Go ahead and get your snacks and drinks. We'll be making a quick little 40-minute jaunt up to Iowa City. We'll be having a quick little layover, about 10 minutes or so. And then we'll be returning. That's today's stream. We will then be later tonight assessing the situation and setting up a flight plan for the Arizona flight. From Iowa to Phoenix, Arizona, Washington, Iowa to Phoenix, Arizona. We're most likely going to head straight south and battle the storm. So here's the hold short point. Peek both ways, be sure we're cool. We are cleared. We do want to take off into the wind, so we got ourselves a long taxi. Let's get on the main line here, and looking good. Beautiful day, aside from the freezing temperatures here in Iowa. Fortunate we can say that. There's actually a wicked snowstorm raging through most of the United States. Sending prayers. It's going to be a rough one. That's what everyone's saying. Alright, back on the center line. We don't want to be deviating too much. Take a quick little look in the cabin. Just be sure everything's cool. How fast are we going? We don't want to be going too fast now. Seems like we're starting to pick up some speed. Reel back the throttle. Avionics are good. Again, fuel looking good. Oil's a little cold. Everything's on. Put that back, take a look forward. Slow things down, we're about to whip around. Cut the throttle. Oh, I was going to say, we probably should reel in some mixture. Oh, once again, we cut the engine. No big deal. Since we're about to take off, we need full mixture anyways. Give ourselves some throttle. Full mix. Trim at 1%. For takeoff today, we are going to use flaps. We're going to use 1 degree of flaps. Squeeze on the brakes, and this nice little section here to the left allows us to turn around instead of having a rough little U-ey. Thanks for the foresight, Washington, Iowa Municipal Airport. Turn the ailerons to the left so we don't wail over. Cutting it close, but you know what? We made it. The time is now 4:41. Let's do a final check. Water, most importantly. I love willfully wacky water. Flaps, 1 degree of trim. Throttle will be set to the first detent and increased from there all the way to full. Anti-ice is off, indeed. doors and everything are cool. Well, once again, we at Snoot Airlines would like to thank you for joining us today. We have a flight to the north, Iowa City, about 30 to 40 minutes planned. We'll be cruising at an altitude on the way there of between 2,000 to 2,200 feet in altitude, and we'll be returning at 3,000 feet. So, thank you for joining us at Snoot Airlines. Let's go ahead and request clearance. We're scheduled for a 4:45 p.m. takeoff. The time is 4:42. Ring them on up there. We'll be having a northern departure today. And before we do, let's go ahead and set the flight plan. KAWG, Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf. That is Washington, Iowa Municipal Airport. Our departure well, it appears that we cannot add it as a waypoint. However, we're quite familiar, and this is a VFR flight, so there's no tower, so we don't need to request VFR. We're just going to go ahead and get our takeoff. We're going to request our takeoff to the north.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er, taking off runway tree 6, north departure, Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
We're going to attempt to do most of the flight without the iPad. Let's see if it's possible, shall we? We are now cleared for go time. Remove the parking brake. Full formula, full mix and everything. Is our squawk box on? You know it is. Alright. Hey, thanks for flying Snoot. The time is 4:44. We're about to be taking off. Let's go. Set the throttle to the first detent. We'll increase it from there. Now what's important is we need to keep an eye on our airspeed. Full throttle now. At 55, we will begin to rotate. We're not going to achieve positive rate. We're going to stay rather close to the ground here. Let's gain some speed. Flaps up. Now we're going to tilt the nose on up. About 10 degrees. Positive rate has been achieved. We're going to adjust trim now so it's not all in the yoke. Trim up by about 7 or 8 ticks. And we begin climbing. We're going to climb into 1,500. Continue climbing. Let's get a flight following now. Flight following is going to come from Chicago Center.
Chicago Center, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er is type Cessna 152, 1 miles east of Tree India Alpha 0, 1800. Request flight following. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er, Chicago Center. Squawk Tree 504.
3504, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
Squawk Tree 504, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
We now have our cruising altitude. Let's go ahead and slow things down.
Lima 9er Tree 9er. Radar contact 1 miles northeast of Tree India Alpha 0, 2200. Altimeter Tree 076.
Okay, one more time. Let's just say Roger, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
Fantastic, and we are on with our VFR flight. A little tough to see over the nose. We're rather short down here. We've begun our flight. Fantastic. Iowa City is not actually direct
Snoot Sierra Alpha
contact approach on 119.7, Snoot Sierra Alpha, Lima 939er. Let's go.
119.7, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
So we're going to keep our heading between north 0 and 030. We're starting to climb. We're really starting to climb. Let's adjust our trim. We actually have a good throttle. I would not like to be going above 2,200, so really, let's duck some of this. Could even slow things down. We're at the half detent. There's almost no point to slow down no more. I'm just trimmed too high as usual. We'll calm things down a little bit. Take a look out on the wings. How are it looking? Now that we're up in the air, we definitely need to get the pitot heat going. That's why we're going so crazy. Time to bring in the anti-ice elements. It's freezing up here. Full cabin heat. You know Snoot City likes to keep it pleasant in the cabin for our viewers. Switchback. Alright, now we have our anti-ice measures on. We're actually going to give ourselves a little bit of throttle here. We need some more engine power. We have a comfortable rate of descent. Let's even duck some more trim. We don't want to start ballooning now. We're on a pleasant northerly heading. At nighttime, you can usually see the cities from so far out. I could hardly tell you any of these landmarks during the daytime because they're not glowing. We do know that the city of Kelowna will be coming up on the left. And we do know that there's a big old highway on the right. That's what we're going to be trying to attempt to find and follow. Slowly losing altitude at about 2 feet per second. A comfortable speed of descent puts us at 2,000. Were we supposed to contact? I believe we were. Let's go ahead and tune to approach. We need to go ahead and descend another 100 feet, however. There we go. Add 1 point of trim. As we sit closer to 2,200, now we'll contact approach.
Approach. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er, 2200.
Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er approach. Altimeter tree 076. Radar contact continue.
Tree 076. That's one more than what we currently have. And we don't need to respond. That one doesn't require a response. So again, let's peek over the nose here, see what we can see. What can we see? Well, we can't see much. It looks like an old bulldozed lot here. Interesting. What do we see out to our right? Nothing recognizable. No matter, as long as we believe and stick to this heading, north by 030, we will hit Iowa City. Now we're starting to drift below 2,000, which means we need to add a little bit of trim. We're not trying to go below. Let's reset our view now. Between 2,000 to 2,200. We can go ahead and defeat losing this altitude by adding some engine speed here. Duck a couple points of trim to keep ourselves nice and level. I'm not trying to battle the yoke here. This is all in the trim. Gonna adjust ourselves nice and comfortably now. Dipping 3 points of trim. Adding 1 point. Let's see, what is our trim wheel say we're sitting at? It shouldn't be a lot. About 0.7. If anything, that's a little too high. Let's duck another 2 points. Let's peek over the engine, see how things are going. We're actually going to adjust our heading. We'd like to navigate over towards, I'm not sure if you can see, looks like Society over to our starboard side. So rather than heading north by 030, we're going to start heading 030. At 1 point of trim. We're below 2,000, that's a problem. We can go above it, we don't want to go below it. So we're ballooning here. Let's give ourselves a little more throttle to see if we can't defeat the ballooning. There we are, heading 030 is a little more comfortable. Hopefully, if we stay on this heading, we should find our destination before too terribly long. Keeps those wings nice and level. It's a rather beautiful day, aside from the freezing cold temperatures. And here with the cabin heat on, I know I can't complain. So, we're starting to drift. Let's go ahead and move the yoke to the right. That way we don't have to deal with that. 1 point of trim down. We're starting to gain altitude here. That 1 point of trim is a big difference. Hey, we actually have another player. Only 45 miles out, flying A-25. Antonov Airlines, be brave like Ukraine livery, A-25. So we are cheating a bit, and we are going to need to adjust our heading. Iowa City is coming up here, and it is going to be at heading north. Maintain. Let's find a good heading now. What heading is it going to be at? 3, 4. Throttle down a little bit now. We're at the half detent on the thrustmaster. And trim up. Trim up. Trim up. There we go. Heading 3-4. Duck point of trim. Let's peek over the nose. See if we can find Iowa City in the distance. Really is crazy. During the day, you'd think with all the light, you'd be able to see a little easier, but man, compared to night flying, I can't see shit out here. We are going to maintain on heading tree 4. Tree 4, tree 5. We're actually going to adjust to the right a little bit. We'll know we're approaching Iowa City when we see a massive river. I suppose it's just because we're a bit low. Now, we are dropping. We are dropping ever lower, so let's give ourselves a little bit of altitude. Switch back, get a bigger picture of things. We need to start gaining. We're not trying to drop below 2,000 here. We're going to maintain on this heading. We're actually going to peel back on the yoke just a little here. Going to give ourselves, we're going to give a little bit of rudder here once we level out. Altitude up, give ourselves some throttle, get above 2,000. Little aileron, little rudder, let's go. Just to get back on our heading. Nice and easy and cozy. Heading north. As long as we don't go above that 5 vertical feet per second. We do need to climb, but we're not trying to climb too heavy. And let's add some trim. 2 points of trim, see what it does for us. Keeping us level. We should be able to see Iowa City. And I believe we can see a sign of a river there in the distance. There's the river. We know for a fact that Iowa City's on a river. At 2,000, we're sitting good. Let's zoom out and take a look at the picture. It would appear that we're nice and level. We're actually losing just a little bit now, but use the yoke now. Give ourselves some ailerons. Cessna doesn't have aileron trim, unfortunately. Add a little bit of trim, just one single point. What's out the window? How do the wings look? Not too icy. Hey, Coltrane 72 says you fly safe, my boy. Shout outs to Coltrane 72. You stay safe out there, brother. It's cold as hell. Just like you. Ah. Hell yeah, I love my fans and my viewers and my friends. Alright, so we should be approaching Iowa City. We are going to go ahead and bring up the trip log here. We're actually still a minute out from Iowa City, but no matter, we're going to get them on the horn. Coltrane 72 says, oh damn, that was smooth. I read out the chats because unfortunately after the stream goes down, it doesn't show the chats, which is rather unfortunate. So yeah, anybody watching the video, you just have to believe me. There are viewers sending in chats. Chat, it's real. I'm not just talking to myself. I'm just going crazy here. Let's lose 2 points of trim now. We're gonna contact Iowa City. Iowa City Municipal. There they are, right up there, first on the horn. Let's get the ATIS. What are we looking at?
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey Automated Weather Observation. 230 Zulu.
Altimeter,
Tree 1 Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature -21 C. Dew point -32 C. Altimeter 3080. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey Automated Weather Observation.
Alright, switch off of that. Nobody likes to hear the ATIS voice. It's stressful. Okay, we're starting to drift and we're starting to gain. Dug 3 points of trim. We're actually going to start turning off our anti-ice. We need to get a little more engine power. As we turn off the anti-ice, we're going to lose some trim. We're going to lose like 5 or 6 points of trim, actually. Pitot heat stays on, engine anti-ice goes off. We're also going to lose our cabin heat. It's nice. Everybody likes a warm cabin. We're approaching landing, however, so everybody fasten your seatbelts. So, we're gaining altitude like crazy. We need to be losing altitude, staying above 2,000 feet. We can do that by pulling back on the engine power and ducking 2 points of trim, applying 2 points of negative trim. Now, we don't want to descend faster than 5 feet per second. So, up ahead of us, we can see the river crossing over. We know that that's going to be Iowa City. Let's take a look at what the ATIS said, because we need to start sussing out where we're going to land. What did the ATIS say? They said wind is at a 331. If it's out of 331, that would mean it's into 1217. I think there's a runway 18 here. Let's find out. Runway 12, not bad. There it is, runway 12. Let's take a look. Where are we going to be landing? There's a glitch, unfortunately, in Microsoft Flight Sim. You gotta close your comms if you want to use your EFB. Before we get into the EFB, let's level out. We're starting to lose altitude a bit rapidly here. We'll adjust our heading so that we're on north, 34 by north. Right, we're doing good. We're not gaining altitude, we're not losing too crazy. We're losing nice and slow. Alright, bring it up. What's up? We had requested runway something 12, I believe. KCID, how embarrassing. That was the Eastern Iowa airport we were looking. We're actually direct to the west. No matter. Runway 12 works out because this is where we're going to be landing. We'll set up a direct to. Here's the plan. We're gonna fly in the base and come in direct. Let's do it. We're gonna attempt to do it VFR mostly. Mostly, I know we are using the iPad to cheat. Let's correct our course. Instead of a big left, give ourselves a nice full 10 degree. You know, at this point, it's better just keep drifting left, isn't it? Let's see where our heading is. Let's just finish it out. We need to go east heading, so reset the cam. On the turn. Let's not dip below 2,000 if we can help it. We do need to be going east though, so we still got a bit of a turn ahead of us. How are things looking out there? That looking good? Looking good, looking good. How are they looking up there? Looking good? They're looking good. Another 60 degrees of compass to turn. Let's go. We're maintaining at relative 2,000 feet. We are losing altitude. At 1 point of trim. Here's our highway. We're going to be level with our boy Toxic Thunder CRK. Leveled up. Eastern heading. Tick up a couple points of trim. We need to pull back in the yoke because we're starting to descend too fast. Duck that point of trim. We're nice and leveled off now. Let's get settled in. No need to get excited now. As we can see, or we may not be able to see, we are approaching the city town of Iowa City Town. Duck 1 point of trim and peek over the window here. we can see off in the distance, just barely, a blinking beacon and some red lights. That's gonna be us. We're gonna stay direct on this heading. Lose 1 point of trim. Contact. This will be a full stop landing. We're going to go ahead and do a quick little 10-minute layover here. So first off, we need to announce our position.
Kilo
How far
India
out are
Oscar
we?
Whiskey traffic.
5 miles
Snoop
at
Sierra
2,000.
Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner, 5 miles west, 2,000. Inbound to land, runway 12, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
For every mile, you need to lose about 1,500. You can lose up to. So, we can get a little closer. We're actually going to maintain at 2,000. Ground level here is about 850, so we just assume 900. That sits us currently at about 1,100 to 1,200 feet above the ground. So yeah, we're already at descent. We're ready to go. Keep our wings leveled out here. Keep our wings level. We can see the airport there on our right. Let's peek over the nose. So the runway that we are online with, that's not our runway. We are currently on base. It looks like this is not the best direction to approach from either, well, with all these trees. Hey, that's okay though. You gotta work with what you gotta work with, right? Okay, so there's our runway. I'll point it out for our snoot viewers online. That's our runway right there. We're gonna be VFR landing into runway tree 1, or runway 12. Let's start focusing. We need to start peeling back on the throttle. We need to announce we're on base.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is on base. Runway 12, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Alright, everybody. Buckle on in. We're descending rather fast. This is, we're descending far too fast, I believe. This is gonna be a go around. You know what? I don't think we have to. It's a Cessna. Why would you go around in a Cessna? Nope, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Cut that throttle and slow things down. That way we can bring in a degree of flaps. Get nice and level. By tilting up your nose, you can slow things down. That way we can bring in a degree of flaps. First degree of flaps deployed. We're online. Maybe I'm pushing the minimum here. Let's deploy a couple more flaps and see what we can bleed off here in speed by keeping the nose. Really elevate that nose, huh? Keep it tilted. Brakes. And we'll raise those flaps so don't get blown asunder. Look at that. It wasn't pretty. But it's the first successful landing we've had in a while. We've been having some rough landings. Let's go ahead and turn around. Turn the ailerons to the left so we don't get blown asunder. Okay, give ourselves enough throttle to get turned around here. Oh, goodness gracious. Back on the runway now. We gotta call them up, because you know they hate to see that. Hello. That's a taxi to parking way.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is taxiing to parking. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
The first leg of the journey has been completed, and look at that, it's actually still quite a beautiful day out. Although it is terribly cold. Devilishly cold. Slow things down here. Whip it around. Alright, let's announce clear of parking. Or clear of runway, pardon me. Clear of runway.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is clear of the runway. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Alright, everybody flying Snoot Airlines. We're doing a layover. We had no concessions because of turbulence, so we recommend stopping and grabbing yourself some snacks, some delicious, tasty food or beverages. We're going to be doing a very short layover here at Iowa City, and then returning. Oh my goodness, what are you doing, brother? Watch that van. We're going to be doing a short layover here at Iowa City, and then returning to Washington, Iowa. We're going to leave the engines running, so anybody who doesn't have snacks or isn't hungry or whatever, you can stay in the plane with Big Snoot. Alright. We went a little far out into the runway, didn't we? But that's okay. We're here to be serviced. Alright, yeah, well, we're going to begin the layover, so let's turn on our cabin heat. We're going to cut our mixture to 50%. We don't need a lot of mixture for idling. We do need cabin heat. We do need engine heat. We need pitot heat. And anti-ice. Alright, well, this is going to begin the layover. Yeah, we've been doing layovers, so like I said, this will be a very short layover. Thanks for joining Snoot Airlines. We'll be right back. Snoot Airlines. We'll be right back. Go ahead and grab yourself some snacks and enjoy.
Thanks for joining us here on Snoot Airlines. Thank you for holding. Hold tight and enjoy some Snoot certified music. Boarding will begin soon. Thank you for your patience. Sanctioned by viewers like you. Thank you. Thank you for holding. Snoot Airlines is brought to you by contributions to your
Station by viewers like you, thank you. Thank you for holding.
We will be right back.
Thank you for holding.
We will be right back.
Thank you for holding.
We will be right back. Snoot Airlines, it thanks you by contributions to your
Station by viewers like you, thank Airlines thanks you for holding during this layover. We would like to ask if you are enjoying the stream to please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Once again, Snoot Airlines would like to thank you for your time. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for holding. This has been a Snoot Airlines layover.
Snoot Airlines. Snoot Airlines would like to thank you once more as we begin boarding aisle.
Alright, hey. As I'm sure you just heard, we are now boarding Snoot Airlines Flight 939. 939. Alright, let's go. Go ahead. We hope everybody had a great time getting your snacks. I went ahead and got me a nice warm cup of tea. A little too warm to sip right now, but the temperature out there is like negative 20, so I'm sure I can just drink it and it'll even out. Hot chocolate's always a good option. Well, we've been idling here and staying nice and cozy, but the time is 3:24 p.m. and we're now boarding Snoot Airlines Flight 939. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully everybody has all their luggage. We're about to set the situation and return to Washington, Iowa Airport. We'll start by turning off our anti-ices. Turn off our cabin heatsies. You can already hear the engine rip roaring back to life. I'm sure they really want us to get out of this active taxiway. But there's no one here. It's fine. It's okay. Reset our view, our vision, if you will. Again, we just have so much mixture here. We don't need that much mixture. We're just idling and chilling. Give ourselves a little throttle so the engine doesn't bog down, but... Alright, let's bring up ATC. We're once again going to contact Adis, my good friend Adis. Jarvis, please tell us the weather.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey automated weather observation. 2300 Zulu.
Tree
Wind,
080.
Visibility 10. Sky condition.
Wind out of
Few
331.
clouds at
We need to take off into
13,200.
331.
Temperature -21 C. Dew point.
Look at that, it's getting colder. It's getting colder by the second. Negative 21 degrees now. Give ourselves that little bit of throttle back. The wind is out of tree 1. That means we need to take off into tree 0. There it is. Runway tree 0. Let's go ahead and zoom on in. Again, Microsoft Flight Sim with their bugs. Close ATC comms so we can zoom in. I mean, obviously we know that runway tree 0 is on heading. Tree 0, I assume it's the big one here. 7, 12, 25. You can tell I don't know how a compass works. There it is. Runway tree 0. That's good. Literally all we have to do to get there is just hook a right, go to our starboard side, and just go straight. Now we're good. So again, we're gonna attempt to do most of this flight without the iPad. The time is currently 5:27. Let's see if we can make a 5:30 flight. Let's get permission.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is taxiing to runway tree 0. Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
Alright, so there's permission. Let's begin our taxi. Yeah, buckle up everybody. Snoot Airlines is about to begin our flight. We'll start by removing our parking brake. And again, you don't need a lot of mixture to taxi, so we're just going to leave that low mixture there. We're going to pull back on the throttle. We're going a little too fast. Now we do want to make a 5:30 flight, don't we? But we don't want to get arrested for speeding. This is going to be a fantastic wind to take off into if the sock is any indicator. Slow things down, because we're going to need to, by the time we hit this whole short point, we're going to have to whip a UE here. Push on the brakes. You hear them squeakering. Alright, get on that yellow line. Ride it. Ride that there yellow line. Yes, sir. Give ourselves a little mixture now. Let's quit playing the mixed game. Everybody likes to save, don't they? Okay, slow it down and whip a Yui. Turn the ailerons the opposite way so as... Let's reset our view. As we turn our rudders to the left, we'll turn our ailerons to the right. There we go, reset the ailerons. Right at the center. The time is 5:29, as corroborated by the in-game clock. Let's get online. Wheeze on the brakes one last time. Gonna do a little T check. My T could use a bit of stirring. Alright, hey, thanks for joining Snoot Airlines once again. Been a fucking tremendous flight. I'ma just keep it real, it's been a fucking fantastic flight. Fucking love you guys. Alright. Yeah, the time is 5:30. That means it's time for takeoff. Please, fasten your seatbelts. Let's get them on the horn. We're going to announce takeoff to the south.
Kilo India Oscar Whiskey traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er, taking off runway Tree 0. South departure, Kilo India Oscar Whiskey.
So, before we take off, trim to 1. Flaps, we need no flaps. Full mixture. Throttle set to half. Parking brake off. And we will apply throttle from here to full throttle. And again, watch that airspeed, because as soon as we hit 55, we need to begin rotating. Yeah, rotation. Of course, we're going to try to stay by the ground, generate some speed. We want to get going fast, and there we go, at about 80. We'll take it up to about 10. 20, let's climb it. 20 is a bit too fast. Let's take it up to about 10. 10 feet per second to climb. Set the trim out there. We had a little bit low, there we go. We're not trying to go too crazy, we don't want to go beyond 10. At 1,500 feet, we can begin turning out towards the south. Let's get on the horn and get our flight following. Tune to approach 119,700. At 2,000 feet, we're actually going to climb to an altitude of 3,000 feet for our return flight. Did we get a flight following? Hello. Let's request one.
Approach. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er is type Cessna 152, 2 miles west of Kilo India Oscar
South.
Whiskey,
There we go.
2200. Request flight following.
Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er approach. Squawk 0245.
0245, Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
Squawk 0245. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
We're gonna start slowing things down
Sierra
here.
Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er. Radar contact 2 miles southwest of Kilo India Oscar Whiskey, 2800. Altimeter tree 080.
Anti-ice goes on. Let's level out. We now sit at 3,000 feet. You know what that means once you hit 3,000 feet. You can lean your mixture. just a little bit. We'll just lean it a little.
Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er. Did you hear my last transmission?
Sorry, we got caught up. What'd he say?
Approach. Snoop Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er. Say again, please.
Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er. Radar contact 3 miles southwest of Kilo, India.
Altimeter tree 80.
Altimeter tree 080.
Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er. Roger.
Roger. Snoop Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er.
Duck 2 points of trim because we're starting to gain. Pull back a little more on the throttle. Let's level out. It's cold. We can now turn on our heat again. Nobody wants to be cold in the cabin, right? That's just the truth. It's the facts of the matter. That's the facts, Jack. We're starting to drift off course. Look at that. We can see the stars. Perhaps that's the moon. It's something. So, above 3,300, we're gonna lose a little bit more of this mixture, not too much now, just about a eighth of an inch or so. Again, trim down. We're starting to gain, man. We're not trying to gain, we're trying to lose. Peek over the nose, see what we're looking at. This is a VFR flight, so we're going to be following this highway for the majority of it. Behind us is Iowa City. Ahead of us, to the left, is Riverside and Iowa Junction. It should be, anyways. We're going to drift to the right and then look to the left, because if my assessment is correct, the casino will be located out there. Not only is the casino located out there, there's another player. Always happy to see other players. Bringman. What's he flying? What are you flying today, Bringman? Oh, let's lift our wings up. There we go. He's flying the C-17-2SP, the G-1000 aerial advertising, the S-64F. How far out is he? 50 miles out. Hey, he's flying at about 2,000 feet, just like us. Oh, he's dropping. Yeah, he's at about 3,000 feet, just like us. Shout out to Bringman, having a lot of fun. Alright, so below us, we are just now passing. Well, we're leaving Iowa City is what's happening. Let's reset the view. Everything's fine. We're starting to gain altitude, that's what's happening. Drop some of that mixture. Drop some of that altitude. Right? We're even going to cut the throttle a little bit. Let's just slow down. The throttle's at the 50% detent. I wonder if it's at 50%. It is. Look at that. Again, duck 2 more points of trim. How hot is this tea? It's too hot for me. So, we're having a good time in Iowa. It's just cold. We remain blissfully unaware of the waging blizzard that awaits the future. Fortunately. We're leveled out here at 3,600 feet, so we're actually going to lose some trim and attempt to lose it. My family's taking a trip to Phoenix, Arizona here shortly, so that's why we're going to go ahead and accompany them on the flight. Or rather, we're going to race them. I have no clue what path they plan to take, but I know what path I'm going to take. And yeah, it just so happens that there's this massive, raging, fantastic, historical winter storm ahead of them. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate for us as well, isn't it, Snooters? Well, hey, now that nighttime is approaching instead of daytime, and we're not completely lost, we can actually see Washington, Iowa ahead of us. So, to our left is Riverside, Iowa. I don't know if we can see it, but what this thing is it's a giant Casey's gas station in real life. It's Casey's gas station. Oh no, that's the casino right there. Where's the highway? It must be below us. Anyways, this is the casino. This must be another town. Below us is the Casey's in Riverside. Down south is the town of Kelowna. They have a cheese factory there and a large Amish population. Oh goodness gracious, we're pulling on the yoke again. Pulling on the yoke again. Ahead of us is Highland. That's about our halfway point. We're going to adjust our trajectory here, change heading to lose trim as we adjust heading. Are we going to go all the way to heading 2-1? Yes, we are heading 2-1. Alright. So, of course, we're trying to do this without the iPad, but we do want to get an assessment of the runway picture. Above 3,000, but below 3,300 is our personal altitude goals. Let's see what the horn has to say. Nearest airport list. Washington Municipal. What does the ATIS have to say? Probably nothing new.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf automated weather observation. 2300 Zulu. Wind 011 at 10.
Oh.
Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 6,300. Few clouds at 17,500. Temperature -210.
So first off, our altimeter is about 5 points off here. Okay, second off, the wind's coming out of 011. That's the north. That means it's blowing into the south. We want that as a tailwind. It's blowing into 2-1. We want to land into runway. What, 16, 18, 13 probably? Let's take a look. What are we looking at? Most likely runway 13. 18 or 13. I like 18 just because it's the main line. This is going to be a full stop because this is our destination. It's now its position.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner, 10 miles northeast, 2900, inbound to land, runway 18, Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf. This is our home airport, and we're pretty familiar with it. So what we're going to do is attempt to land this without any iPad, EBT, EFB, whatever. We can see it there. That's our runway. We're going to go ahead and set our heading here, and we're just going to fly on in, dude. Yeah, man. We're going to fly in, approach a relative base once we get a little close, and then fly final. We are currently on our descent, so buckle up, everyone. We hope you've enjoyed flying Snoot Airlines with us tonight. It's been a pretty good flight, been a nice one. It's been a cold one, but we're stronger together through our struggles, if that's not the truth. We're going to continue losing altitude. We're below 3,000 feet now, so we need a full mixture. Since we're coming in for landing, we're going to turn off all our anti-ice. And yes, that includes our heating in the cabin. You can see the noticeable change in engine power. We're going to level that out by ducking some trim, about 6 points. We'll give ourselves 2 points of positive trim to level it out. Yeah, there's no need to fly around. We're straight up just gonna hit base and fly on in. Let's do it. Start losing altitude and start losing speed. We're approaching Iowa, or we're approaching Washington. I know we're less than 5 miles out now. We're below the 50% detent on the throttle. That's really the only thing. We're trying to get into flap speed, right? So we're gonna give ourselves some trim to nose up as we pull back on the throttle, which should slow us down. Keep that nose up. Don't be scared now. There we go. First tick of flaps, we're going to give ourselves some throttle so we don't stall over it. Straight up, we are just going to fly on in for final. There ain't no need to hit base. We are gaining altitude. We need to watch our airspeed so that we don't stall. Dick 1 point up trim. Trim. 1 more point. We can see our destination there blinking to the left, taunting us maddeningly. Oh, a gust of wind is actually blowing us a little more on course, so we're going to go ahead and slow the throttle ever so slightly. We don't want to go below 60, really. Right? Are we descending? That's what's important. We should be. We're going to switch from this approach to a certified base approach. We want to get it out the left window. That's 5 points of negative trim have been applied. Look at the point right there. Alright, just like flying a circuit, we're going to announce base.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima 9er Tree 9er is on base. Runway 18. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
Slow down. Okay, we're descending. 1 more point of negative trim. Alright, let's get professional with it. Dip 2 more points of trim. We are at 2,500 feet. Pull back on the throttle. Give ourselves a little bit of rudder here. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's fine. We are at 2,000 feet. We went a little far on base, but it's fine. Cut back that throttle. Let's level us out here. Cut the throttle. Lean on over. I would assume we're coming in hot. That's what the lights say. That's what it feels like. We only have 1 degree of flaps. And we're we're going a little fast. Let's bring in the second degree and see what they do for us. Those are really helping slow us down, right? So we need to get online. Alright, at this point we're just pushing minimum for no reason.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic.
We're not on
Sierra
base.
Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is on base. Runway 18. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
We are on certified go around.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner going around. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
No, we don't want to. We'll fix this. We'll fix this. What's going on? What's going on? First off, we're panicking. We full throttled for no reason. Everything's fine, okay? Everything's good. Keep our disposition. Climb to 1,500 feet. Alright, that's been done. I don't know which wave traffic pattern we're flying, but we're gonna go ahead and fly to the right. Slow the throttle down a little bit more. Okay, there we are. We are in crosswind. Let's achieve the downwind.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is on downwind. Runway 18. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
There we are. We are downwind. Let's go. We're in the traffic pattern now. Nose down. We want to sit at about 1,500 feet. And we do. We're going nice and slow. Nice and slow and smooth. Smooth is fast. You don't really start your descent until the back 3/4 quadrant of the strip here, so we're just going to go ahead and let ourselves lightly decline and descend here. Let's give ourselves a little bit of throttle. We're starting to feel a little turbulent. Give ourselves a couple points of trim too. We're starting to drop too low. That nose pointed up, right? 60. The Cessna's fine at 60. So we're gonna fly like 2 blocks down, right? We just finished the downwind. Give ourselves some throttle. We want to be sitting at like 60 airspeed here. Some real throttle. We're not trying to fall out of the sky. We also want to gain a little bit of altitude. That's enough to set us up for base. Announce it. Base.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is on base. Runway 18. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
Alright, not the best base. I could have gone another block down. The track is my go-to when I do circuits, so there's that. Let's look out. Okay, here goes. Get on final.
Kilo Alpha
Flaps.
Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niner is on final. Runway 18. To land. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
It's a little crunchy looking final approach, but believe me, it works. Okay, 10. 10's a little fast. We're gonna stay on it though. Gonna drop that 3rd degree flaps. Here we go. It's time to slowly nose up as we slow down. Nose up. Keep the wings level. Bleed it off. Let's get to the center line. Was not pretty, but you know what? Rather solid landing, to be honest. Rather solid. At least as opposed to recent offerings. So hey, yeah, remember that. Like and subscribe. 5 stars for that buttery smooth landing. We're gonna go ahead and wheel on over here. Be sure we don't slam into the ILS equipment. Oh, look at that. 2 friends. 2 lovers, perhaps. Let's get on the horn. We're gonna taxi to Parkway.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niners taxiing to parking. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
Looks like we're looking at the Schmeeve and R Cotton 63. Unfortunately, we can't see what they're driving. But how cool is that, huh? Always great seeing other players. Other pilots, perhaps. I'm not a pilot, of course, but Snoot Airlines is not legally required to disclose that information. Let's reset the cam. Things are looking good. Since we're already on the ground, let's start things to looking good. We'll reset the trim for the next guy. Nobody wants their trim to get left at like 27. They want their trim set at 0. Windy day. Is our flaps up? Yes, sir. Is our anti-ice off? Our landing lights are on. Let's... Okay, leave that. Okay, legally we have to leave our other lights on until we land. The time is it 5:56? It is. Look at that. Accurate clock. Alhamdulillah. Things are going pretty good. We're just coasting right now. Snoot Airlines would like to again, once more, personally thank you for your views today and your patronage. Snoot Airlines would not exist without viewers like you. Thank you. Later tonight, we'll be assessing the situation, and the next flight should be the Snoot Airlines flight to Phoenix, Arizona. If not direct to Arizona, of course, we're going to start moseying our way on over. So make sure everybody tune on in later for some snootertainment. Depending on how things go tonight, I'm going to attempt to get another stream going tonight. A night flight. Night flight with the night light. Alright, so we're about to cross a runway. Look both ways. Just like crossing a street. Nobody's coming in. Speed up, we want to get across that runway. Alright, hit the brake and go wide. It's good to go wide on a turn, just so you have a better turning radius. Then we're going to hit that center yellow line once more by peeking over at the hold short. Time to announce clear of runway. Clear of runway.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf traffic. Snoot Sierra Alpha Lima Niner Tree Niners taxiing to parking. Kilo Alpha Whiskey Golf.
Hopefully they know I'm coming. It looks like they have the fuel truck out here for some reason. I do not know why. Brother, yes. Yes, but I'm about to taxi, my friend. We're just gonna go wide and avoid them. And This is where we are expected. Do a great big old circle. Cut our throttle. Hit the brakes. We really need to cut this turning radius. Again, whip on the brakes. There's our guy. Straight at him. Dead on approach. Cut the engines. Lean the brakes. Yeah, what a brave man. Parking brake. Reset the camera. Lights. Camera. And action. That has been Snoot Productions. It's a freezing cold night. I'm probably just going to stay here in the plane until the next one. If anybody needs, there's 2 fuel trucks to take you back to town. This has been a Snoot Entertainment. Join us again for the next stream.
Thanks for watching the stream today. We at Snoot Airlines appreciate it, and we hope you have enjoyed today's episode.